During this month of Ramadan, it's really important that we don't only focus on fasting. And the reason why it's important to remember that is that if we think this month is only about fasting, then when we are not in a situation to fast, whether it's due to illness or travel or for women when they are on their hayd, then they might feel that there's nothing else that I can do. But if we're filling Ramadan with other practices, with serving the community, serving our family, with charity, with recitation of the Quran, then we have something else to fall back onto when we're not able to fast. But one question that comes up quite regularly is for women during the hayd, if they are able to touch the mushaf, to touch a copy of the Quran, or to recite the Quran, to actually recite the Quran during their hayd. This is a difference of opinion amongst the scholars. According to Imam Malik and the Maliki scholars, it's completely permissible for a woman to recite Quran at all times, and even during the times of hayd. And so that's an opinion that is there. If a person wants to follow it, it's completely valid to follow that. And it includes touching a mushaf if a person is a student who is memorizing the Quran. They can actually touch the mushaf and hold it to recite from. If it's not a student who is seeking to memorize the Quran, then what they could do is touch a copy of the tafsir. If it's a copy of the Arabic that has English translation of the meanings, or it has the Arabic explanations, then that is considered a tafsir, and that can be held by a person even if they're not in a state of wudu, even if a woman is on her hayd. And this is according to the opinion of Imam Malik and the Maliki scholars. So that is an acceptable opinion to follow. The reason I mention that is because I feel that because this month is the month of Quran, and we should really be connecting with the Quran, then during that time, if there are other things, and if a person wants to follow their school of thought, the Shafi'i opinion or the Hanafi opinion, they're more than welcome to do that. But it's good to know that this opinion is there, and ease can be made for people during these situations, especially if they really feel compelled that they don't want to lose out on a week or 10 days or 2 weeks of a connection to the Quran during this month. So that opinion is there. Again, if you'd like to check with the school of thought that you follow, the Hanafi school, the Shafi'i school, the Hanbali school, just to be certain. But in terms of the permissibility, it is a valid opinion to follow. And if you feel that it would really enhance your connection to the Quran, then it's completely acceptable to follow that opinion, and it will allow for this continual connection of the Quran in reading the Arabic, reciting it, and also in touching the mushaf if you're memorizing from it. Now, if a person wants to follow their school of thought that does not allow that, again, they're more than welcome to do that. And they can connect through other ways, through reading the tafsir, through reading the stories, and connecting, maybe studying the tajweed, whatever would not necessarily require a recitation of the Arabic. But there's other ways to make that connection. The important thing is that during those times when they're not able to touch the mushaf or recite the Quran according to those opinions, that they still maintain some sort of connection to the Quran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.